This video would change your mind about visiting Cape Town if you've been thinking of planning a trip here. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. As you know, touristic cities are said to be very expensive to explore, and Cape Town is no different. Before visiting Cape Town, I did some research and saw a lot of videos online showing you how to travel on a budget to Cape Town. Videos about how to spend less than $100 here, but nobody really told me that most of the touristic activities in Cape Town are actually for free. This is the single reason why most Europeans or tourists in general would choose Cape Town over Bali, Paris or Dubai.
Dollar is 1 to 16. Currently the pound is about 1 to 21. You won't find a better lifestyle for what you're going to spend. We have also traveled the world, so we know.
If you've been sitting on the fence about visiting Cape Town, make sure to watch this video to the very end.
Do you feel it's affordable right here in Cape Town?
Oh, definitely. There's a lot of affordable things you can do. We hiked up today up Table Mountain, and that was just like free of charge to do, and that was really awesome to do as well. But there's a lot of things that seem to be the beaches. I think there's a museum you can go to as well, and we're going to spend a bit of time near the waterfront and in the central business district in the next few days, so hopefully find out some more hidden gems. But definitely if you're on a budget, accommodation-wise, it's not too bad either. You can find decent accommodation at good rates as well, and even food doesn't have to be expensive at all, so there's lots of options.
So that being said, there are a lot of things you can do for free. There are activities that are very cheap, and there are of course very expensive activities. But this video would show you how to spend close to nothing exploring this beautiful city. The first hack would be to travel to Cape Town during low season. This is the period where most people aren't traveling and things are ridiculously cheap. Most hotels, restaurants and tour companies are willing to slash their prices by half. Winter in Cape Town is considered low season and is between May up until September. 50% discount was applied to me all through my stay at this apartment. It's a 1-bedroom ensuite maisonette apartment in CBD Cape Town with a view of the Table Mountain and the city. I paid $50 per night against the $100 it was listed for. You can look for a $50 accommodation, ask for a 50% off during off-peak season, and you might get it. I'll leave a link to all the cheap apartments I stayed in while visiting Cape Town. One of the best ways to explore Cape Town is by taking a drive. The roads are spotless. Popular route for a scenic drive would be the spectacular Chapman's Peak Drive. It is a spectacular 9-kilometer stretch of road along the Atlantic Ocean in Cape Town. It offers breathtaking views of the peninsula and its coastline with some of the most scenic landscape in the world.
Took over 6 years to build and has 144 curves. On the left hand side you have the Atlantic Ocean, and on the right hand side you have mountains, guys. Sometimes in winter, if you look over to the Atlantic Ocean, you're going to see whales on there, which is really lovely.
The drive is often used as a backdrop for film and TV due to its breathtakingly beautiful scenery.
So if you're asking what you can do right here in Cape Town for free, here you go. Go on the scenic drive through Chapman Peak Drive.
The road is extremely popular among tourists and locals alike and has become an international icon of the South African beauty. The easiest and cheapest way to drive through and explore the city would be to book a tour with the city bus. These buses move around the city. You can hop on and hop off at any bus stop around the city.
If you really want to go around Cape Town, see the city, this city bus right here, they have trips all around Cape Town. For each bus, there are like different destinations. So the good thing is you can hop off from one, hop into another one. It's going to take you all around Cape Town, right?
First usually start from around 450 rands per person. In low season, it can even get cheaper. Alternatively, a cheaper option would be to hire a scooter. There are designated routes, but the most popular is from Sea Point all the way to the V&A waterfront. A 1 hour trip via the scooter would average around 90 rands. From the white sands and blue waters of Camps Bay to the bustling Boulders Beach with its penguin colony, Cape Town has some of the most beautiful beach in the world.
This is one of the most visited beach here in Africa, ranked very well in the world. Like, it's very famous because of like the lineup of restaurants you have right here.
Camps Bay is probably my most favorite beach behind Clifton Fourth Beach in Cape Town. One other thing that I do love about Camps Bay is all of the restaurants, as you mentioned. I also love seeing all the cars. You will be so inspired every time you're sitting at Camps Bay. Last time we went to Paranga restaurant, we saw a Rolls Royce, we saw Ferraris, we saw Porsches, we saw a bunch of Mercedes-Benz, so many different cars. You see Bentleys, you see McLarens, all sorts of supercars.
Why it's really famous, Clifton and Camps Bay especially, is because right here you get the sunset. As you can see, the sun is about to set. So a lot of people come here to do yoga, to read their books, to bond with friends. But of course, if you want to eat, you want to go to the restaurant, you're going to have to pay. So it's always advisable for you to get your food cheaper somewhere and come right here and eat and drink with your friends. You're going to see people surfing, you're going to see people on the beach with their dogs having fun. And look, right there in West Africa, we're not used to this because if you want to get into the beach, you have to pay. These guys don't even know what they're enjoying. We in West Africa, we pay to come to the beach. And here we are, easy access. There are a lot of like restaurants right here. You can eat and enjoy the scenery, guys. Let me know what you think.
Okay guys, so welcome to Bo-kaap.
While in Cape Town, plan a trip to the Bo-kaap neighborhood. It's known for its bright and colorful houses. I believe you've seen a lot of these photos on social media, even those of Harry and Meghan. Yes, it was taken here.
As you can see, the houses here are very colorful.
Walking around the strip of Bo-kaap, you can admire the vibrant pinks, blues and oranges of these historic homes.
The houses are colorful because it is an expression of the people's individualism who live here. After apartheid, the people painted their houses colorful because of their freedom. They were free from what was going on during apartheid, so they painted their houses all sorts of colors, as you can see.
The houses were originally built by the first Mali immigrants to arrive in South Africa. Today, the neighborhood is a popular tourist attraction. Visiting Bo-kaap is all at no cost. Yes, it's totally free of charge. Cape Town is blessed with a unique landscape that makes it a perfect place to go hiking, to either watch the sunset or sunrise. The Lion's Head and the Table Mountain seem to be the most popular hiking routes. It is a free activity you can partake in, however, it is for the very fit travelers. An alternative I found to getting similar experience to hiking and viewing the sunset would be to drive up Signal Hill at about 6 p.m. I would recommend you come earlier to get a good sitting spot, as a lot of people love this experience.
So we're currently at Signal Hill. As you can see, there are a lot of people right here, like literally everyone right here is waiting for the sunset. So for me, I really don't know what makes it so special. I think people just love watching sunset around here. The sunset's really late, and of course, it's a free activity you can do. You just need to get drinks, food, stay with friends here, and if you're alone, you can just sit down and watch the sunset.
This once again is a free activity. For me, I had pizza and Coke to wash down while I admire the Cape Town magical sunset. The V&A waterfront in Cape Town is one of the most popular tourist attractions in the city. The main attraction is the Victoria and Alfred Harbour, where visitors enjoy strolling along the waterfront promenade and soaking in the views of the Table Bay and the iconic Table Mountain. If you want to book a boat tour, this is where it's going to be done. Visitors can also explore the harbour and its many attractions. There are numerous restaurants, cafes and shops, as well as art galleries, cinemas and an aquarium, but they are all highly paid activities.
So guys, as you walk through the waterfront, they have like performance type setup right here. So there's usually like performance happening, like they're going to call like artists come here perform, mostly on weekends actually. It's a free activity, so if you're in the waterfront, you're on a budget but you still really like want to have fun, it's one of the many things you could do. They show football matches here. I can remember very well the World Cup was streaming right here in the screen on here, so check it out.
Cape Town is known to have some of the largest penguin colony and can be seen in various spots in and around Cape Town. Boulders Beach and Simon Town are home to African penguins.
Guys, look at this. I don't know how many penguins on here, but they are in numbers, right? A lot of them. And you can only find them in South Africa, in Namibia, in all of Africa. So a lot of people come here to see penguins. We're told it's harmful, you shouldn't touch it. It could, stink or bite you. They don't really function where like there's sharks, so you're going to find most of them in the shore, and I also heard they don't swim really far away, so really nice to encounter this.
They are major tourist attraction for visitors and locals alike. This activity, however, is not free. It costs about 200 rands per person, but always feel free to ask for a discount. They'll be happy to give it to you. The Table Mountain is one of the most iconic geological features in Cape Town, especially for its spectacular views of the city and the Atlantic Ocean. A great way to experience the Table Mountain for cheap is by hiking up for free and use the cable car to return, or vice versa, for about 120 rands. But for the lazy travelers like me, I use the cable car return ticket for about 340 rands.
So this is one of like the very basic activity you can do if you're visiting Cape Town. Welcome to the highest point right here in Cape Town, South Africa. This city has one of the most incredible landscape, guys. We are 3,000 feet above sea level right here at the Table Mountain. You have like 360 view of the entire Cape Town, and up here like Cape Town looks like this very small city. Everything down there is like almost invisible, but I mean at 3,000 feet above sea level, what would you expect? People bring drinks up here, relax here with family, and the sunset here as well, I heard is really epic. So if you're going to be here during sunset, that's great as well.
Well, I just thought Cape Town is known for its culture, and it's got quite a few unique things going around, like the wineries. We've also got like a lot of the beach fronts and so on, and the coves. So I thought it'd be a nice, cool place to come on holiday from London for a while.
I would highly recommend a day trip to Stellenbosh and franchkoe. If you book the city bus tour, this is included in the package, so transportation is sorted. It is part of the city most tourists or visitors don't get to experience. These neighborhoods are known for their wine estates. Most of South African wines exports come from here as well. Stellenbosh is also known for its Ivy League university, but also tourism is thriving here as well.
Stellenbosh is like the wine area. We are in the northern suburbs where you find a lot of wine or vineyards.
So that's what
Yes.
Stellenbosh is known for.
Yes, for wines as well, because we have J.C. Leroux, we have different names that I can mention. Stellenbosh is so unique because it is a student town where you have Stellenbosh University. We have a lot of students from Ghana, Nigeria, West Africa, etc., and all over the world.
Right.
So Stellenbosh is quite a hub where you have students and also tourists. It is one of the towns in the Western Cape, South Africa, that maintained the old rustic style. So if you hear Stellenbosh anytime, we're talking about students, first and foremost, and secondarily, we're talking about tourists coming in. I think one of the thriving business here in Stellenbosh is the restaurant business, coffee shops. People drink coffee here.
A lot.
A lot. So this is one of the Nigerian restaurants in Stellenbosh.
The owner is the Nigerian?
Yes.
All African food I can find here.
Okay.
Gosh, guys, I've been looking for. Do you have jollof rice? The Ghanaian one or the Nigerian one? Which one do you have?
One.
You have the Nigerian one.
Yes.
I'm probably going to buy like 3 packs because I'm tired of eating burgers and chips.
Yeah, we prepare a lot of African food. We have not tasted Nigerian food. We have not eaten any food.
Yeah.
Students
Yeah.
who come here to Stellenbosh University, they used to complain there's no African foods. We can't find pili, we can't find chin chin. There's no groundnuts. And by the grace of God, our sister was able to open this shop here. You don't need to travel to Strand, Cape Town, or Bellevue. 30 kilometers just to buy a goosey. You know, just right here in Stellenbosh. It's just a walking distance. You can chop your nice jollof rice now.
The renowned wine areas of Stellenbosh and franchkoe are all located close to the city and offers visitors a wide range of well-known wineries to explore. Most of the sellers allow visitors to taste wines before purchasing them. Your only expense would be purchasing the wine. Otherwise, wine tasting is free. And to add to that, the real estate here is on another level. You'll get to see more on the next episode. To end my trip, I decided to give myself a little treat by ticking off an item on my bucket list, which is paragliding.
Alright guys, so I'm about to fill this form, and they take no responsibility for any action, so I just go ahead and sign here, right? Here, right?
Signature and filling in details.
It is the most expensive activity I embarked on at $100 for a 15-minute flight. The glide takes off from Signal Hill, glide through the Lion's Head and land at the sea point. This was the highlight of my trip, and I'll definitely do it again. I hope this video brought you some value so far. If you're a luxury traveler and you have a bigger budget, you can book a helicopter ride. It's one of the best ways to see the breathtaking view of the city from the air. On the next episode, we'll look at the real estate in Cape Town, and this would definitely blow your mind. Subscribe to the channel and please give this video a like if you liked it. I'll see you on the next video.